I'd say persistent, careful, but also very kind, very personable, and also someone who really genuinely cares about his work. So.
Passionate.
Professional.
Honestly, I would say cool.
Passionate, but I would put extremely passionate in front of that.
I think determined would be a pretty good word to describe Chris. He is really willing to go and put everything into any task that's right in front of him. And I think he goes above and beyond with a lot of things, but I think determined sets him up pretty well.
Chris has been such an asset to SGSN. It's a student-run organization, really. The students are the lifeblood, and Chris has been pretty much every role you could possibly think of. He's jumped in on camera when we've needed him. He's been a supervisor, really, to some of the other students that work there, and he's just been a phenomenal example for all the students that have come through in the last 3.5 years.
It was awesome. Chris has been a guy that when I go to broadcast a game, I don't have to worry about anything. There's nothing extra that either of us really, but myself specifically, has to go and do. I can strictly focus on something that I have to do as a color commentator because I know he's going to bring 110%. And then, like I said, being friends, we have a great relationship, and I think that provides really awesome chemistry when we're in the press box and when we're broadcasting together. That's really been my favorite part. We've obviously had different sports, but we've been able to connect on a couple different sports so far. And those are broadcasts that I always look forward to when I get my schedule every month. I look to see if I've got a couple games with Chris just because I enjoy him a lot, and it's, you know, an ability to really test yourself, and we can get really in depth in games and statistics and players, but we can also have a lot of fun with it. And I know we really enjoy, you know, watching the games, calling the games together, and that's been, you know, a really big blessing. It's helped me grow personally. It's helped me grow as a broadcaster, but either way, it's left me with some really awesome memories here at SGSN that I'll gladly and fondly look back on once I'm gone, and I've just really enjoyed the time I've gotten to broadcast with him.
Chris did a tremendous job. You know, he was always very professional, very thorough. I always wanted to meet before the games. And I always was well prepared for you know, his questions, and did it in a very professional manner. He was light years ahead of his years as far as his approach to what he wanted to do and the coverage of our games, which was greatly appreciated over his tenure here. He was very well received by all the coaches and all the players.
It's been fun. Definitely when I see Chris on the schedule, it's a good thing, and he's really reliable and really kind and a good coworker, good employee. He's just good all around, broadcasting wise too.
Oh, very good. You know, I thought he kept his space. You know, I thought he kept his space, and you know, whenever he knew that he needed to be around or ask certain questions, he knew his timing was great, and I thought that was really helpful for me, because you know how it is. A lot of coaches, they always have something going on. They only have a small window for any type of interview or what have you, but you know, he kind of, hey, okay, all right, whatever's best for you, and we'll work it out. And then he'll ask a certain couple questions that'll get the most out of you, so to speak. But yeah, he provided your space. That's what I like most about him.
You know, the greatest compliment I think he can get paid is when we have our opponent's coaches who, you know, are complimenting me on, you know, the quality of the broadcast and the commentary and his ability to dissect a game and, you know, provide some meaningful input. And of course, our parents have always been extremely grateful for the level of detail that he puts in preparation for each one of those games.
Hopefully, you know, we're looking back at it one day and saying that I got to do that with such a special guy, because his ceiling's so high, and the opportunities that he is going to have just with his resume and what he's been able to do here is going to be pretty special. So hopefully, you know, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, I'm looking back and he's either on the radio or on TV, and I get to say that I got to share the booth with him. So that'll be pretty cool.
Chris, thanks so much for all your work over the last 3.5 years. You have made SGSN a better organization, and you've brought the level of all that we've done up, and you're going to be greatly missed by our organization and everybody here in the office.
Thank you, Chris, for always being down to go to Hoppers after a shift and always sharing my opinions on how we can improve SGSN, and for being a good friend.
Well, I'd just like to say, Chris, thanks for all that you've done for Seagull Lacrosse and helping us in this next stage of the media blitz and the ever-evolving world of media and how it's evolved to help us get to that stage. And hopefully you've helped set the bar for the future. We wish you the best of luck and appreciate all you've done. And you know, if we can help you in any way, Seagull Lacrosse will definitely be there.
Hey, Chris, on behalf of the men's soccer family here at Salisbury University, thank you for a great last 4 years, and really looking forward to seeing the progress you make as a professional, you know, in your future. So best of luck, and appreciate everything you've done for us over the last 4 years.
Chris, I have to personally thank you for every opportunity you've given me. I mean, if it weren't for you, I might not be as involved as I was in the Flyer. I might not have found SGSN. So I've got you to thank for that, and not just professionally, but as a friend. You've been a great friend to me as I came here and as I transferred here, and I'm going to cherish those memories. And I wish you the best of luck in the future, but I know you won't need it. Like I said, the one word that really described you was determined, and you're going to go out and attack whatever job you're given. And I can guarantee I'll be seeing you in the future, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
Chris, I just want to thank you for just being loyal to our program, and I know you're loyal to a lot of other people, any folks that you've been involved with in terms of interviewing and doing stories on. But I just felt that you was one of us, you know, from day one. Maybe those luncheon days, you know, coming in, doing the luncheons and hanging around and taking those funny notes. Your penmanship isn't that good, but at least you knew what you was doing and what you wanted to ask. So I believe you'll go a long way. Be yourself, stay strong, and best wishes to you.
Chris, it's been an unbelievable 3 years. I'm so glad I was able to work with you. You know, I'm going to take so many things from you and just use it in my career, you know, wherever I decide to go. We had a ton of fun. I'm sure you did too. And I'm sure you're going to really cherish your time here and your memories here, because that's going to really what propels you into the future, wherever you may end up. Best of luck, and I can't wait to see you where you are in the future.